Hello everyone and welcome! Earlier this year in February, I made the trip down to Williston, Florida for the 5th annual Ultimate Scale Truck Expo. This was my third year making the 1,000-mile trek from Ohio down to the Sunshine State, and while the warmer temperatures are no small part of the appeal, the real draw is what is perhaps one of the world's greatest collections of highly realistic RC off-road models and the hundreds of great people who bring them to life and really make this hobby as amazing to be a part of as it is. With us now, just being 1 month away from the next edition of this truly unique and memorable event, I figured this would be a great time to take a look back at USTE 2021. Today I'll be showcasing my experience at USTE and giving you all a look at the many amazing vehicles, trails, vendors, and everything else from this event. There's tons to see and lots to talk about, so with all that said, let's dive right in. Let's start right off with the action from Friday. Now USTE is held over 3 days, those being Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Each day includes specific events such as the GCM Truck Gallery, which took place on Friday. There had to be well over 100 trucks on display, and there are so many amazing looking rigs, as you can see. I think there were around half a dozen different judging categories for things like best paint, best interior, best weathering, you get the idea. I got to be a part of the judging. I was selecting the best scale accessories, and let me tell you, selecting the top 4 or 5 to get that little tag was very difficult. There were so many amazing trucks on display, it's almost impossible to narrow it down. Here's a look at the winners for each category. Now, as you can tell, Friday was a little rainy, but that didn't really impact the excitement at all as I walked around all the amazing vendor booths and had a look at some of the amazing RC vehicles on display. Just check out this Back to the Future DeLorean at the Big Squid RC booth. But the weather actually made for some really cool shots out on the trails, as you'll soon see, but I don't want to get too far ahead of myself. There's just so much cool stuff to show you. Right now I'm showing some shots of the vendor booths and trucks on display from Friday as well as Saturday and Sunday, so if you're wondering why some shots there's rain and others there's sun, that's why. I tried to make it to all the vendor booths throughout the weekend and check out some of the latest and greatest in the scale RC world. There's just so much cool stuff out there, from accessories to electronics. This is really like the SEMA of scale RC. There's a fantastic variety of vendors, both big and small, and I believe there will be even more vendors in attendance this year. Whether you want to check out the latest and greatest from all these businesses, or you just want to make some purchases, this is the place to do it. Also, of course, no shipping charges when you buy from these events, so you can potentially save a few bucks. But let's move on to one of the real highlights of this event, and that's the miles and miles of handcrafted trails. Rob and all the folks at USTE do an amazing job of creating some of the most realistic and scenic trails you'll ever see. Each one is tested with tiny tire rigs to ensure that even the most scaled out trucks can traverse these paths. Also, each year they change them up, so it's always exciting to see what's changed. This is just some of the sights on the trails from Friday afternoon. I love all the little details and villages along the trail, as well as all of the amazing bridges. Another very cool part from Friday was Operation 11 Charlie giving away rigs to some deserving veterans and active service members. Their goal is to introduce veterans and active service members to the RC hobby and help give those who suffer from PTSD an outlet and community to enjoy the outdoors and the brotherhood of the RC community. The work that they are doing is awesome, and I've included a link to their website if you'd like more information about Operation 11 Charlie. And on that awesome note, let's move on to Saturday. Saturday's events included vintage buggy and monster truck racing. This, of course, was my first chance to race my Tamiya Grasshopper 2, and it went about as well as you might expect, but it was still a ton of fun to do. Once the racing was complete, I got to check out some really cool RC construction equipment. If monster truck and buggy racing wasn't enough, mud drags also took place and were equally entertaining to watch. Such an amazing time so far, but one of the highlights for me on Saturday was getting to photograph and film all of the winners in the GCM truck gallery from Friday. These really are the best of the best scale rigs, and I was able to get some awesome shots of these trucks out on the trails. Check it out. And yes, even the Winnebago went out on the trails. Hey, if you've made it this far and are enjoying the video, do yourself a favor and after this video is complete, check out the official USTE 2021 video made by this guy right here, Brad from RC Supremacy. Not only did he do an awesome job of putting together that video, but he's also provided some of the great footage that you see in this video. You'll find the link to his channel and the official USTE 2021 video down below in the description. Go and check him out and show him some love and witness this amazing event from his perspective. And here's a first for me, I present to you an RC traffic jam. Sunday has arrived, the final day of the event, but man, it was action-packed. First, there was some side-by-side crawler racing, which was pretty fun to see. One of the highlights of Sunday was the Big Rig Showdown, which included a very impressive display of these 1/12 and 1/16 scale big rig trucks. Just like the crawlers, the amount of detail and unique designs that can be seen is awesome. And of course, what better way to end the day than with a little bashing, complete with an 11-foot tall, nearly vertical launch ramp. USTE 2021 was an amazing event, and I can't wait to do it all again next month on the 18th, 19th, and 20th of February. Naked RC is a proud sponsor of this event, and I honestly can't recommend it enough. I want to thank everyone who came out to our booth and said hello, and I hope to see a lot of you there for USTE 2022. On top of all the cool stuff that you've just seen here from 2021, USTE 2022 is expected to have more attendees, more vendors, free instructional classes ranging from topics like waterproofing to photography, an on-road car and truck gallery, and even 1/10 scale drifting. If you'd like more information about the Ultimate Scale Truck Expo, you'll find a link to their website below in the description. I hope you all enjoyed this video and you'll consider sharing it with someone who you think might be interested in this event. I certainly had a lot of fun making it, and I can't wait to share more content I've got for you in the coming weeks. But for now, that is going to be all for today's video. I want to thank you all very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.